And newly minted Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is hitting the ground running, enforcing President Trump's immigration agenda.
Joining federal agencies here in New York City, Noem says among those arrested was the ringleader of that vicious Venezuelan gang, Tren de Aragua.
And now she has a big announcement on additional measures DHS is ready to take in. This is a Fox and Friends exclusive.
That's right. So, Secretary Kristi Noem joins us right now. Madam Secretary, good morning and congratulations.
Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you. It's wonderful to be with all of you.
Okay, the exclusive announcement is we are withdrawing the Venezuelan temporary status directive. I remember when Mayorkas jammed that through. What does that mean?
Well, before he left town, Mayorkas signed an order that said for 18 months they were going to extend this protection to people that are on temporary protected status, which meant they were going to be able to stay here and violate our laws for another 18 months, and we stopped that. Today we signed an executive order within the Department of Homeland Security in a direction that we were not going to follow through on what he did to tie our hands, that we are going to follow the process, evaluate all of these individuals that are in our country, including the Venezuelans that are here and members of TDA. Listen, I was in New York City yesterday, and the people of this country want these dirtbags out. They want their communities to be safe. It was so amazing to me to see people walk by us on the street early in the morning and just say, thank you. Thank you for being here. So this is part of our plan to make sure that we're protecting America, keeping it safe again, just like President Trump promised.
Go ahead, Ainsley.
Thank you, Lawrence. There's some Democratic leaders that are pushing back against these ICE raids. I don't get it. But here's some of the comments from these Democratic leaders.
Stand together firmly in our welcoming city status. The type of fear that this administration is trying to incite, we are demonstrating that we are going to protect the residents of this city.
It is performative theater, and it's nothing more than shock and awe.
Our local law enforcement will stand up for those law-abiding, undocumented people in our state.
The message that I'm hearing from them, the message I'm hearing from them is, we want to protect the rapist that's here illegally. We want to protect that person that was arrested over the last few days that has ties to ISIS. We want to protect the man who allegedly murdered his girlfriend who was pregnant and a mother of two. Why do they have a problem with arresting these career criminals that are here illegally?
They're completely out of touch with the people in their cities and communities. That's exactly what these Democrat leaders are saying, is we want to protect the cartels. We want to protect the gangs. We want to make sure that people continue to die from guns, violence, and drugs. And it's wrong, and they're going to find out very soon that their communities are not with them. And listen, yesterday we picked up one of the ringleaders of TDA. He had just been a part of a gun weapons exchange and was trying to buy grenades. Why would anybody in this country need to buy a grenade and go out and perpetuate violence? He was one of those that was involved in Colorado, in Aurora, and we're so thankful we got him off the streets. And what I've continuously said to people is, what do you say to Lake and Riley's family? We're going to sign that bill today into law. The president will in the Oval Office to make sure we're going after these criminals. But the president's taking action, and what was amazing is you'll hear people and Democrat leaders in different cities, like New York City, some of their city council members have tried to attack what we're doing as far as enforcing our laws, but the people on the streets are not with them. It was amazing to hear people and see them as they walked by taking their kids to school, going to work, just walk by us and quietly say, thank you. Thank you for being here. And that means the world to those officers that are out there risking their lives to bring safety back.
So, Madam Secretary, you guys, your men and women are doing a fantastic job. It's a dangerous job. Those fugitive task force, it's a risky business. It's easy in the sense from a PR perspective to get the criminals. No one wants, unless you're deranged, want the criminals on the street, the violent criminals. What I worry about is the PR when you guys go to the next layer of people that have overstayed their visas or work doing other jobs. How do you guys overcome that? Because you've been in politics for a long time. The American people can be fickle. They support something at one point, and then the news media puts a crying child or someone on TV, and they change. So how are y'all going to handle that portion?
I think we keep talking to people and talk to them about the fact that this is an America where justice is applied equally. You know, we can't say that American citizens have to follow the law and then say that people from other countries don't have to. You know, we choose laws, we put them in place. Congress has the chance to change the law, but until then, our job is to enforce it. And when you want to live in a country where everybody's treated the same and fairly and equally and has a chance to live the American dream, so we understand that there's some families who have been here illegally and have been perpetuating that. That's a discussion that we're going to have to continue to have and see if we can fix our legal immigration system as well. That's one of my jobs is, you know, not only are we going after those that are here illegally, but we have to do due diligence and making sure we have the resources to process paperwork in a timely manner. And so more immigration courts and judges, getting those kind of resources through Congress is important to make sure we're not just securing the border, we're deporting these dangerous individuals and then fixing our broken system.
And also legal work visas for the construction industry and other things like that, because there's people with great work ethics. Real quick, what are you going to do with the Venezuelans, the Cubans, when they don't? These countries don't want to take them back? You got 607,000 Venezuelans here. What do we do?
Well, we have a fantastic Secretary of State in Secretary Rubio, and he has been doing incredible work. You know, the other night, I was talking to him on the phone at 1 o'clock in the morning, and he was up and still discussing negotiations with other countries and working with his people and in these countries to do diplomatic relations. And the president clearly will exercise all the authority and power that he has to make these countries take them back. So,
are you ruling out Gitmo?
Oh, yeah, we're evaluating and talking about that right now. So president's decision, but it's an asset, and we're going to continue to look at how we can use all of our assets to keep America safe.
What a whirlwind it must have been for you over the last week or so. Kristi Noem, Secretary of Homeland Security, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we're glad to get to work.
She won over Democrats in her conference.
That's exactly right.